Jermaine, thanks so much for joining us, mate. Tonight, everything on the line. This is a win or go home, is it not?
Yeah, definitely. At the back of our heads, it's sort of a must-win for us, or us sort of relying on results. So, definitely going in it with, definitely going in it to win it, for sure.
How much do you ride the momentum of what happened last week?
I think it's pretty confident vibes in the team. I think we played well, even though it was a close one. We still our game's coming together really well. So there's a lot of confidence around that, and just using that as momentum for tonight.
Well, you're in 8th spot, 23 points, Force are behind on 22, and the Endrua are tucked away there too. And you're looking at these fixtures and thinking if you slip up, well, then those others could easily usurp you and actually take that place. Do you think about that too much, or do you just think we just got to go and do what we do?
Yeah, I think everyone knows it, but it's sort of everyone's just focusing on us, because I guess it's the only thing we can control is how we play tonight. So like I said, it's at the back of the mind, but we're solely focused on putting a good performance in to get the win.
What a season it's been. I mean, from the start, losing 3 and then clawing it back to 3-all, coping with all the injuries as well. You've faced some adversity, mate.
Yeah, it's been a pretty rough season. Not the best start we wanted, and I think as hard as it's been, it's sort of shaped our team a wee bit and grown our team a bit, because we've had to fight our way through with injuries and our game's just not quite clicking. So we've been through a lot, and that sort of just brought some endurance to our team. So yeah.
Well, so do you like that underdog tag? Do you guys thrive on that?
Yeah, definitely. I think Highlanders have sort of been the underdogs for quite a while. I mean, they haven't really had the most All Blacks in the team, so I think guys, sort of thrive on that, being an underdog, and I know a lot of the boys like being underdogs in this team. So, definitely use it as motivation for sure.
One of our favourite All Blacks, mate, is that big tractor next to you, Ethan de Groot, in that front row. What's he like, and what's he like playing with?
Oh, mate, he's awesome, mate. He's just all in, loves the club first and foremost. He's just so passionate, man. He loves rugby, and everyone sees that. Loves his code, his scrums. So, personally, I love playing next to him, man. He's a huge impact on games, and he's sort of that go forward momentum in our team. So, and off the field, he's a good bugger. So, not much to complain about there, mate.
Also, the frustration that you would have had after missing the 2021 season with the high ankle sprain and then coming back. What did that teach you, mate? What did you learn about yourself during that time?
Yeah, I'd say I've had a few surgeries in my career, and that was probably the toughest. I mean, I came back to New Zealand to sort of fulfill a childhood dream, and then right before the first pre-season game, I injured my ankle and had to get surgery. So it was a really tough period for me and my wife, and she was pregnant at the time too, so it was pretty difficult. But yeah, I got a lot of lessons out of it. Just to keep at it, keep persevering, and eventually, you'll get on the park. And yeah, I've been lucky enough to play all last year and this year as well. So, I think injuries always teach you to always, persevere, dig deep, and build sort of a resilience, I guess.
Yeah, and does it sort of drum home to you, that every time that you do get out there and you play, wow, this is actually a joy, this is a pleasure, this is a bloody treat.
Yeah, definitely. I go out there every time and don't take it for granted, because you just don't know. Like that poor guy from the Reds with his neck. It's as rugby players, it's you don't want to see stuff like that. So I know you just, when you get injured and bad injuries, you just take it day by day and enjoy trainings, just enjoy the moment, I guess. Yeah.
And also, I bet, big ups to your wife and to those close to you as well, who I'm sure would have been giving you the right messages the whole time. Just hang in there, dude. Just keep training hard. Just keep doing it. And without that, I don't know. I think it'd be almost impossible, for you guys to come back from that unless you had that kind of support at home.
Yeah, definitely. I think you always got to have support around you, you know, whether it's your wife, your partner, you know, your family. I think it's just having that rock of support around you when when you're lonely and, you know, right at your lowest of your career. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't be here without them. So, they're very important.
Jermaine Ainsley, he plays in the front row for the Highlanders, and they're up against the Blues tonight, 7:05 kick-off. I love your story, mate, and I don't know whether people know this, but Joe McDonnell, who played for the Highlanders when we started Super Rugby back in '96, he's your dad. He was a real character. He played front row as well. So is that where you got it from? You always got to play front row?
Oh, mate. Oh, yeah. I mean, I followed him when I was a youngster, and I heard rumours that he used to play second five back in Cromwell Prems, mate. So,
go on.
I think he thinks he's a back stuck in the top spot. He tells me all the time. So, I definitely look up to him, mate. He's my dad. So, a bit of motivation to be a Highlanders obviously stemmed from him. But like every prop, you think you're a back stuck in a top spot.
Of course you are, mate. Yeah. You can sprint 30 if they let you, if they just gave you the ball, right? The other thing is congratulations on New Zealand Marty selection as well. That's just brilliant, mate. And you played that 2-test series against Ireland. Congratulations on all that too. That's brilliant.
No, thank you. Yeah, that was awesome, mate. It was another thing to tick off the bucket list. So definitely remember that for a long time.
Yeah. And so that's why it's weird seeing you in a Wallaby jersey. So how did that all come about?
Oh, mate, it's a pretty long story. I'm going to need more than a day to talk about it. But it's I left Aussie straight after school. Basically, my family lived in Perth. Knew I had to have support around me growing up and trying to pursue rugby. So I grew up in Perth. Went to Perth straight after school. Played footy over there, and things just kept happening well for me. And ended up about 5-6 years later, and Aussie got called up to play for the Wallabies. So that was that was a mix of emotions, as you can imagine, being a New Zealander growing up here. But mate, Aussies give me an opportunity for me and my family to have a bit of life over there in that period of time. So as hard as it was, sort of different motivation to someone, I guess, that's brought up in Australia compared to being a Kiwi coming over at 18 years old. But mate, it's still a moment I cherish, definitely.
Is there any major difference between playing for the Super Rugby teams in Australia and playing here in New Zealand? Because it's one thing that we talk about on this side of the microphones and also fans is that, they've got to, will they relax the rules and let players play for whatever team, providing they're playing in the same comp? Do you see the benefit of that? Yeah, I mean, I guess being over here now, I think the major difference is probably just the intensity. I think it was last year, or year before, the Aotearoa, when the New Zealand team just played each other. The boys were beaten up because it's just so fast and physical. I'd say it's just up another level over here. It's the big difference I noticed. But Aussie teams are definitely getting much better, as you can see. Some scores are getting closer. So but when I first came over, definitely was a huge shock. Finally, do you believe in your hearts, you guys, that if you get into this 8, that you can, like last year made the 8 and knocked out, of course, in the first round of the playoffs, but you might actually squeeze some side. You might actually give them a real scare. You could actually go further. Do you believe that? Yeah,
definitely. I wouldn't be in this team if I didn't think so, but I know a lot of the players are starting to believe and build their growth. Definitely coming off those wins we've had has helped a lot to build momentum, but I think, you've got to believe deep down 100% going out there tonight that we're going to win. And if all of us do that bit of playing, mate, I reckon we'll tip them over, definitely.
Great talking to you, mate. I appreciate that enormously for giving us the time. Thank you so much, Jermaine. Excellent.
No worries.